Hi everybody, welcome to your August 11th, 2017 reading for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the seeds of intention while people hop on to join. And today we're going to be doing, it's called the Imprisonment Spread. I didn't want to make that the title, but I'll go ahead and read about that while people are jumping on. On this day at 9:40 a.m. in 1934, the first prisoners were taken to Alcatraz Island Penitentiary. Designed to hold prisoners who caused problems at other penitentiaries, this infamous jail became home to America's most notorious bank robbers and murderers. Are you held captive by something? Prison bars are not the only facility to hold people in. Destructive ideas, social expectations, limiting beliefs, and even other people can hold someone captive. This spread looks at what holds a person captive so they are empowered to break free of the ties that bind. Okay, so I actually like this. Hi, Mimi. Okay, so the Seeds of Intention card we have for the day. For today, I laugh. So having a sense of humor is going to be really helpful for you today. And it just kind of, yeah, hi. I know I was a few minutes late, so that's probably good for some people. Okay, so I also have the Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance cards. So if you're wondering, like, if you have a question about money or manifestation, we're going to do a 3-card pick for that. So you can ask a question as it pertains to money, career, things like that, and this will give you some insight. Okay. Oh, and then also for those of you who are interested in the Spirit Saturday, I'm doing an episode on addiction with my best friend who is a recovering addict. And so that actually is getting pushed to Monday. I do all of those on Facebook, so you can join my, Facebook page and watch that on Monday. Okay, so card number 1, Abundant Mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Language is so important when it comes to manifestation. If you took my manifestation course, then you know this. The words that you speak definitely matter. Let's see what card number 2 is. Raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is the result of your positive focus and a willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Okay. So this could also be like if you're self-employed, maybe you're raising your rates. Maybe you are, kind of expanding your client base. So this isn't exclusive to like just a job. It's more like a level up in some capacity. Okay, card number 3, release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden support and golden opportunities. Sorry, I couldn't talk for a moment. Hi, Sarah. Okay, now let's get into it. Okay, so if you're just hopping on, I'm doing the Imprisonment Spread, which is about like what's holding you captive, what's holding you back and keeping you from whatever you want, desire, or your true potential. Okay, so what holds me captive? What drains my happiness? What do I wish I didn't know? Okay, this is, how am I my own worst enemy? What do I fear most? I know, I feel the same way. I definitely need this spread today too. What is worse than death? For me, it's suffering. Suffering is worse than death. How do I make my escape? What lesson do I bring with me? What lies on the outside? And what lies on the outside of your captivity type of thing. Okay. What holds me captive, or you captive? Okay, so for Page of Cups in this position, it looks like just this, I guess, like the word that's coming to mind is naivete. So it looks like just somewhat, it's when you take the approach of, I'm trying to put words to this because it's so clear in my mind. Just articulating it is having difficulty. It's kind of like putting on your blinders, you know, not paying attention to the reality of the situation, and having, you know, not wanting to just focus on reality. So there's a certain level of wanting to check out with this card, which is part of the problem. Like, nah, I'm just not gonna look at the situation. I'm not gonna focus in. I'm gonna, you know, do other things. I'm gonna distract myself and procrastinate. So that's kind of where that's coming in. And that's what's holding you captive. What's draining your happiness? Conflict. This is also, when I see this card, it's like there's a lot on your plate. It's not just one relationship. It's the fact that you have, you know, money stuff going on, and you have a difficult relationship, and you have stuff going on with family, and you have this conflict at work. And all, even though individually it might not seem like a big idea, yes, exactly. So it's all of the things together that create this conflict and these issues. If it were just one of those things, you could handle it independently, but because it's all together, it's like, nope, I want to check out. Thank you very much. Don't want to deal with any of this. Not all at the same time. So the medicine for that is like just taking bite-sized chunks, like just handling it like piecemeal. So trust that you can get through it, but you kind of have to do the dirty work first in order to shift out of that. What do I wish I didn't know? This is all about what you've experienced in this lifetime. It's kind of like, because you do know the way things go and you do have that wisdom, you're really prone to just being like, no, I want to go back to being naive. I want to go back to being a child when I was completely able to have this really lighthearted approach to everything, and that I wasn't so jaded the way I am now. Because as we get older, we inevitably have I'm glad it's accurate. It's like we automatically have baggage. Like, that is just a part of the deal. We have different struggles. We go through different lessons, and we learn things by doing that. And so there's this kind of wanting to regress. And that's okay. What I get the sense that this is a growth period for everyone who's watching. It's just a growth period. This isn't permanent, because it's totally something you can shift out of. Yep, exactly. That cynical attitude is just because you've experienced so much shadow and you've had to confront a lot of that stuff. So it's, you know, it's about wanting to check out. I will also say that calling these things out, So if there's an issue, kind of if you say it out loud, a lot of the time the room will completely shift, the situation will completely shift. That's just something I've noticed. Okay, how am I my own worst enemy? So like, how are you holding yourself back? Being indecisive, not listening to your inner guidance, not listening to those nudges, that pull that you have. It's one of those things, like an example would be if you see something, and I like using this example because this is how I am. If I see someone yelling at another person, or I've had this situation where there was this guy chasing his girlfriend in a parking lot, and I was just getting off work. They had clearly been drinking, and I pulled over and asked her, I said, "Do you need help? Can I give you a ride home?" Like, I totally advocated for her and said, I can help you if you need. And so it's like, I have to listen to that and, you know, tell the guy to go, like, piss up a rope, not to talk to people that way. And so confronting this shadow actually will like expose it, and it kind of shrinks back into the dark corners when you shed light on it. And so by not doing that, you're always in this, should I act, shouldn't I act? And more than times the answer is yes. Hi, Sonia. Okay, what do I fear most? Oh, this is so interesting, because what I get as in terms of fear, it looks like this is not having strength, not being able to persevere, not being able to do all of those things that you really want to. And so that's kind of where the fear kicks in, is what if I'm not able to do it? What if I'm not able to make this happen? What if I'm not able to break through? This is truly a limiting belief. Truly, truly, truly. So if you put this whole thing together, it's like shed light on the darkness wherever you can in your life. Believe that you have the strength and the perseverance to, you know, move forward. Get, you know, when you're fearing something or kind of wanting to check out of a situation, dive into it. Lean into that discomfort so that you can shift it out of your space. That's a huge part of it. So if there's a situation, if there's an uncomfortable conversation that you don't want to engage in, do it. Get it done this week. Get it done today as much as you can. Like, just get it over with. That way you can move on and you don't have to sit here and be stagnant. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Sorry. Okay. What is worse than death? Oh my God. It's like having to decide. There's a certain level of, I just want to be carried away, swept away with the wind. I just want life to carry me in the direction that it's supposed to, and not a lot of efforting. So it's like the painful experience about being embodied is having to make so many decisions for ourselves, truly. And so if you can kind of, you know, the idyllic view is, oh, I don't want to have to deal with anything or make decisions. I would rather someone else or something else just make it for me. Again, that's what children do. Children don't have to make decisions all the time. Children just kind of have to go with the flow. And that's exactly where we started this reading. And so it's kind of like you're in this really intense growth period where you're like, oh, I'm living my worst nightmare by having to make all these intense decisions and having to confront these conflicts, whatever that looks like. This could even be money issues. You know, it's like if you have a bank account that is just like jacked up right now and you're like, oh my God, I'm so scared to log into my bank account online. I'm so scared to go to the bank. I'm so scared to talk to a financial advisor. Once you look, that'll shift. Shed light on it, get it over with, and it'll be like you can breathe again. You know where you're at. You can figure it out. It's just money. So, you know, it's all of those things are really coming to the surface. This is a really intense reading. I'm super happy with this spread right now. Seriously. Hit the like button if you like this spread. And thank you so much for giving me a like. Okay. How do I make my escape? So this is like, what's the remedy? What's the medicine to this situation? Asking for support. If it's not from a romantic partner, think about, you know, your family, your friends, who can rally behind you, who can you confide in. Sometimes half of it is just finding someone to talk to about it, because you're actually, you know, having someone show up for you. And a lot of the time, it's like, if you feel that support from other people, it can deeply change your perception. So ask for help, ask for support, ask for guidance. You know, keep watching. If these videos help you, you know, keep coming back and watching these. This is a form of like, okay, I'm getting the guidance, but if you just watch these and don't take action, then they're worthless, right? So if you watch these and then you say, okay, I'm going to listen to Sydney and I'm going to go do this, then it'll be beneficial. So now that I'm creating awareness and I'm helping, you know, reflect back to you what exactly is going on, now you can see the full picture and then, you know, better the situation for yourself. So ask for support, whoever that is in your life. What lesson do I bring with me? It's all about making decisions. It's all about having to make the tough choices, the difficult calls, having to do all of that stuff. It's not comfortable, and I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke and tell you it's the easiest thing in the world, because it's not. So that's the lesson. Is all about, okay, this is super uncomfortable, but I know I can get through it. That's the big key thing. That's the insight that you're going to be able to share with other people. Oh yes, I know you're saying no. You're groaning and moaning. But that's the deal. That's what you're struggling with. You don't want to make decisions. You want to go back and be like, no, let my parents do it for me. Whatever that looks like in your life. So you'll be able to give better insight with other people who are going through similar things as well. That's the lesson. Okay, what lies on the outside? So this is kind of like the outcome, like where this lesson's going to leave you. It's going to be painful. That's the key thing. This isn't comfy. It's called, you know, the imprisonment spread. I'll clarify this because I don't want to leave you with the 5 of coins. Exactly. This being hard to hear is like just having this reflected back to you. And did you notice I only had 2 viewers? That has not, like, for like 3-4 minutes during the spread, there were only like 2 people watching. And I'm like, oh, that means it's intense. People are ducking out. They don't want to sit and listen. They don't want to hear about this. You know, because it is intense work. And so it's kind of like what lies on the outside is that pain. But if you feel it, you'll shift it out. You can evolve from that. I'm going to clarify this just, you know, to not scare so many people. Yeah, so you need to, it will help you walk away from things that don't serve you. If you go through this entire process, you can safely walk away and just say, okay, this is, you know, oh, you're still here. Thank you for letting me know. I know that not everyone left, but I was just like, ooh, this is interesting. And so it's kind of like, this is what helps you move away from all of those pain points. So just know that. Just trust that process, as uncomfortable as it is. We all have these periods in our life. So, you know, anyway, wow, that was intense. We did some really deep work today, everybody. Okay. All right. So I'm working on September readings right now. Those will be coming out on Tuesday. And it'll be okay, I promise. you in spirit. If you have any questions, I do single question readings for $10, or you can always book a session with me. I post those in the description once this is uploaded and processed and everything. Anyway, I'll let you know what tomorrow's spread is going to be about. Yeah, I definitely feel you. Okay. Tomorrow is the High Priestess card spread. So this is all about what's changing, what do I know, what is my magic, what's the nature of reality, what is hidden, what's growing. Yeah, so that one will be a good one. That one's going to be all about intuition and magic and stuff like that. What's reality, all of that. Okay, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy these. And I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know if you need anything, if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome day. I had fun with you today. Okay, bye.